Aaron Rodgers, 20 for 27, 225 yards in a snowstorm, under zero. Go look at the past NFL games when you have below zero game and snowing. How many touchdowns are thrown in those games? There's only one game that really stood out to me that I remember that there were more than 2 touchdowns thrown in that game. So to say that Aaron Rodgers, he let you down, no. The weather let the Packers down.
Stop.
That's what happened.
Stop. Guess what? When you're an all-time great, you have to be able to overcome obstacles.
Oh, yeah?
I saw this year in the playoffs.
Tell that to Brett Favre.
I saw this year in the playoffs, I saw Matthew Stafford
Tell that to Peyton Manning.
Hold on. I saw
Tell
Matthew
that to Dan Marino.
Stafford overcame 4 fumbles against the Buccaneers in the division round of the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow overcame Patrick Mahomes.
He didn't play.
In his house.
Hold on one second.
It was an 18-point deficit.
It wasn't -5, -10 wind chill and snowing over there. What are you talking about? If Aaron Rodgers
teams played in that weather,
he's been playing in that weather all his career.
That's right. And Jimmy Garoppolo was horrible in that game.
He won.
He won because of the defense and the special teams.
And he's got the same playoff win percentage as Pat Mahomes.
He's been playing in that weather his entire career. If anything, being at home. Wait a minute. Hold on. If anything, it's supposed to be an advantage for the Packers.
No, you're absolutely wrong. Now you look at it and everybody knows.
High five me, my man.
Everybody knows this. You can high five all you want. Everybody knows this. It doesn't matter when it's snowing and it's cold and the ground is hard. It doesn't matter. Nobody has an advantage in that game. It really is the running backs. It's the battle of the running backs. Aaron Jones couldn't run the ball, so they had to throw and pitch him to throw. And obviously San Francisco's off. Their running backs were hurt. But here's the thing. I thought it was all about the special teams. It was all about everything. And let's be honest, the San Francisco special teams was that much better than Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers special teams. You want to say it's because, he's played there, he's played in this weather before? There are not many players that have played in below 10 weather, snowing, and it's slippery and hard ground. In a playoff game, there's not many games like that. And to say, and you bring up Joe Burrow in Kansas City, it was 37 degrees in Kansas City. If Aaron Rodgers was there, he'd throw 3 or 4 touchdowns in that game. Give me a break.
He would have threw 20 for 27 with 225 yards.
I'm sorry?
I said he was down 18 points at one point in the AFC Championship.
You're right, and Aaron Rodgers wouldn't have been down. He would have been up 18 points.
What about Stafford? Stafford had to overcome 4 fumbles.
It wasn't snowing over there. It wasn't cold. What are you not comprehending here?
Brady, Tom Brady overcame a 24-point deficit.
You're right. In the sun, in the heat, in Tampa.
Come on now. Well, listen, you would have more of an argument if they weren't playing in Green Bay.
Like that.
These are elements that Aaron Rodgers has played in his entire career.
Oh, so because he's played in the elements, he's never played in this kind of element.
I'm saying this.
He even said it. He's never played in a game that cold and that snowy. In a playoff game. He never played in a playoff game that weather.
This was all sincerity.
Oh, stop it. Some point you put the pressure on somebody. Get out of here. They had no weapons. Devontae Adams is the only weapon there. They stink offensively without him. Lazard sucks. Their offense stinks.
Lazard was wide open on a few plays.
Yeah, he should have caught the ball. He should have caught the ball in the end zone. Why? It's not his fault he dropped the ball.
All I'm saying is, and I mean this with all sincerity, there needs to be a petition that Aaron Rodgers needs to change his number from 12. He shouldn't be allowed to wear the same number as the GOAT.
Oh, God.
Tom Brady and him should not be.
Now, that's a different discussion. That's a different discussion right there. Because I still believe in Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he's gone, so don't believe in him anymore. He's leaving.
He's not leaving.
He's leaving.
He's leaving.
You know what? After that performance in the playoffs, he better not leave.
He's leaving.
He owes us. He owes us.
He's leaving.
No, he owns Chicago. He doesn't own you anything.
No, he owes. He owes us, Packer fans.
I'll tell you what he owes. I'll tell you what he'll send you. He'll send you a piece of his fart in a jar. How's that sound?
That's the new gig around here.
That's what we'll do. We'll have Aaron fart in a jar for you, and you can hold that as your Super Bowl MVP.
It's only been 2 quarterbacks in NFL history who's ever won 4 or more NFL MVPs.
Yeah,
that is Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning.
Yes.
I just witnessed Aaron Rodgers receive the most meaningless NFL MVP I have ever seen a player receive ever.
Hey, and what happened with Peyton? What happened with Peyton Manning? He also left.
Yeah. And then, this idea, too, this is another thing I want to talk about.
Let's go.
You guys last night was trying to pretend like Odell Beckham won't have an impact in the Super Bowl.
He won't.
I didn't say that. I said Van Jefferson. I said Van Jefferson was a better matchup for the Bengals secondary.
They're Odell haters.
No. I like Odell. I didn't want him traded. I agreed with you on that.
He won't. Trey, you'll see. He won't.
I just like the matchup for Van Jefferson better. That's all.
Listen to this, fellas. In 6 games with the Browns, Odell had 17 receptions, 232 receiving yards, no touchdowns. In 10 games with the Rams, he got 48 receptions, 541 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns. Oh, Odell still can play. The reason why Odell was struggling was because Baker Mayfield was his quarterback.
First of all, this year,
Baker out of this.
First of all, Aaron Rodgers. Odell Beckham the whole season only had 540, yards. So I don't know where you get your numbers. There's only 300 yards he had when he went to the Rams, and he only had like 5 touchdowns throughout the season. Higgins is the better player. Higgins is going to be the guy that really stands out in this game out of all the secondary wide receivers. I think Higgins is the most dangerous out of all.
Higgins is better than Odell Beckham.
Oh, absolutely is. Absolutely is.
They're Odell haters.
Stop.
Let them talk. It'll all
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet Higgins has a better game than Odell Beckham?
I'm not going to do that.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet, buddy?
Did you see Odell in the NFC Championship?
I don't give a crap. I want to bet you.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Do you think Odell is washed?
No, I think he can play. I still think he can play. I just don't think he's going to be a big part of this game. I think what the Bengals are going to do is they know that Cooper Kupp is going to beat them one way or another. He's going to get his 100 yards. He's going to get his 1 touchdown. If they can consistently keep Cooper Kupp to 1 touchdown and 100 yards and shut down Odell Beckham, they're going to win the game, okay? And the Bengals know that. So that's what they'll do. They're going to shut down the weaker link. Let's be honest. Cooper Kupp is way better than Odell Beckham, and everybody knows it. So
right now, yes.
No, he absolutely is. He absolutely is. So what they're going to do, you can't contain Cooper Kupp. They triple-teamed Cooper Kupp in certain parts of that game 2 weeks ago. They still couldn't stop him. So they know that they're not going to be able to stop him. So what they'll do is they'll shut down the other option. And that's Odell. Odell is not going to score a touchdown in this game.
I trust Odell Beckham to have a better game in the Super Bowl than T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd.
Okay.
I really, really do.
Let's make a bet.
I really, really do.
Let's make a bet.
I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet. Now, if you lose, we're going to have to do one of these funny bets. Maybe you have to wear a clown outfit for your show.
I already got to wear a Joe Burrow jersey on my show tomorrow.
Oh, stop crying. That's Joe Burrow, man. He's part of Cincinnati.
Yeah, but he's called the Bengals hater on him for his fan base.
And you guys know I live here in Cincinnati, so I've been trash talking Bengal fans for 30 years, and so now they got bragging rights on me.
Yeah, not yet. I doubt it. I wouldn't say bragging rights, but you know what you got to do. We'll figure it out, but I think a clown suit would be good for you.
They got bragging rights because of Aaron Rodgers. That's why. Had he played better against the Niners, I know we would have won in the NFC Championship against the Rams. We already beat the Rams this year.
The simple playoff format for Green Bay is avoid San Francisco in the playoffs.
It's the weather. It was the weather.
You're right. He's right.
Did you just say Tyler's right?
I think
Tyler's right about that.
I think of the Packers' playoff losses, I think only 2 of them, the Falcons and the Giants, in Aaron Rodgers' tenure, were not to NFC West teams.
If you want to. You know what you should have?
Seattle too, and the Cardinals twice.
You know what you should
San
have?
Francisco 4 times.
Yeah. Should have.
They lost to the Seahawks in the NFC Championship.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They lost to the Cardinals twice, the Seahawks once, and the Niners 4 times.
You should have a segment on your show called the Wise Duff, okay? And that's what it'd be. And you know what a duff is, right?
Yeah, I know what a duff is.
What's a duff?
I know what a duff is.
Speedy, what's a duff?
Why would I need to have that on my show?
No, the Wise Duff. You could have Tyler. The segment, the Wise Duff. The Wise Duff.
Did you guys already
he's taking new comedic classes, and he wants to know how they're going. They're not going well. We keep telling him to take his money, but he's not listening.
Hey, listen, if you want me to stick a mic up your ass.
See, there it is again.
Up,
There it is.
What was that?
If it's not Duff, it's up the ass.
That's right.
Well, sorry.
You should know. You're the Duff, right?
What does that do with things
Did you guys already give your Super Bowl prediction?
Yes, we did. What do you got? What do you got for the Super Bowl?
What, are you asleep at the wheel here?
I got to save mine for my show in the morning. I got to save mine for my show.
We all got the Rams. I want the Bengals to win, but we all got the Rams. I think the game will be very, very close. We all think the game will be very, very close. It'll come down to, at the end of the game, if Aaron Donald and Von Miller could put pressure on Joe Burrow and throw him outside the pocket and make him make silly throws, I think the Rams are the better team. Now, offensively, I'm giving it to the Bengals. But it's all about Joe Burrow consistently all year round, and every analytics will tell you, Joe Burrow holds the ball longer than any quarterback in the NFL.
He does.
He has to. That offensive line is garbage.
So if he does that in this game, I'm telling you, the Rams know that. They're gonna cause havoc for him. And Von Miller, you do not want to hold the ball longer than 2 seconds with Von Miller coming off the edge because he's gonna spin, he's gonna hit you, he's gonna put pressure on you. I think there'll be a safety in this game. I think there'll be a couple of trick plays. Don't be surprised. And I think you might see a wide receiver throw a touchdown. He says it's Odell Beckham. I could see Jamar Chase throwing a touchdown in this game.
I think really Burrow was sacked a league-high 51 times this year.
Yes, he did.
What's your score?
I think it's under 48. The under-over right now, the spread is 48. I think 23-21, 24-21. I think the game is low-scoring. I think it's going to be a very defensive game. I think whatever running game is persistent in the fourth quarter wins the game. So
who's your Super Bowl MVP?
Who's my Super Bowl MVP? Well, it'll be the quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
I'll take Cup. I'm going to take Cup for MVP.
Matthew Stafford.
When the last time a receiver won NFL?
Edelman. Julian Edelman against the Rams.
Edelman.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to say Matthew Stafford because it usually goes to the quarterback. So I'm going to say Matt.
What's your score, Speedy?
I have 23-20 Rams. I think they'll be settling for field goals a lot because the Bengals' red zone offense has still been an issue as McPherson kicks 12 field goals in the postseason. Bengals' front seven's good enough. They have a very talented front four. Logan Wilson's a very good young linebacker. I think they'll be able to stop them in the red zone in certain instances. I think Kupp gets a big play touchdown and have 120-something yards, and that's why I have him as MVP. And I think the Bengals will stall, like Errol saying, Burrow take sacks. I think they'll take some sacks in the red zone, and they'll settle for field goals. I just like the coaching edge with McVay more because I think Zach Taylor's play calling has held the Bengals back in certain instances too. Even in the AFC Championship game, I didn't really like it.
It won't be because of Zach Taylor and why they lose. It's really strategic and what this offensive line could do to hold on and keep Aaron Donald, him and Von Miller off of him. If they do that, Joe Burrow is going to have a field day with that defense, especially at secondary. The Rams secondary is not anything to brag about, as we saw with the Buccaneers.
I actually believe they're talking about they're going to have Ramsey on Chase. I don't think Ramsey can guard Chase.
I don't think so.
They're not going to have him on Chase the whole game. The Bengals have been good at moving Chase around throughout the year.
Yeah. As good as Chase is, as good as Ramsey is. This is a different, a different animal going up against Chase and his speed. Tyler, what's your score on your Super Bowl MVP?
34-24, and I disagree with everything you just said. I think Jalen Ramsey wants Jamar Chase.
Who your MVP?
Based on my score, it would probably be Stafford, but don't be surprised if it's Aaron Donald or Von Miller.
If they score 30 points, it's going to be Matthew Stafford.
You don't know.
Agreed.
Von Miller gets 2 strip sacks or a touchdown or whatever like that.
That doesn't matter. They're going to give it to the quarterback. If Matthew Stafford throws 3 touchdowns in this game and he throws close to 300 yards, they're giving it to Matthew.
Even Super Bowl 46 with the Giants, I actually thought Justin Tuck should have won it. They gave it to Eli Manning.
Last year, that Buccaneers defense, they held Mahomes to only 9 points, and they gave it to Tom Brady.
No, I know, because there wasn't one individual standout. Like, they had a collective team standout with a lot of different players. Like, it's weird because I think if Atlanta held on and won the Super Bowl against the Patriots, Grady Jarrett could have won MVP. He had 3 sacks in that game. And then if the Panthers beat the Broncos, Cody Ealy, 3 sacks and an interception.
This is going to be a lot better. Wins MVP. This is going to be a lot better game than last year's. Trust me.
You know what, fellas? I'm not going to get my score out, but I actually agree with Speedy and Earl here. I think this is going to be more of a 24-21 type of feel. I don't see either team getting to 30.
I don't think so either. I
don't think they're going to get to 30.
Everybody thinks that this is going to be high scoring because of Joe Burrow and obviously Matthew Stafford and Burrow, what he's done the last couple of weeks, especially against Kansas City. I think this is going to be a battle of the defenses. I think what defense makes the most mistakes in the second half. That's going to be – and then kickers. Both of them are very good kickers. Gay can kick 50 yards. We know McPherson can kick 50.
Shots.
So, and I'm telling you right now, McPherson, and you could bet on this. Put this on DraftKings. McPherson will miss his first field goal in the playoffs in this game. Mark my words. He will miss an easy chip shot in this game.
I can't see McPherson missing any field goals.
Watch this. I remember I said this. It happens in the game.
If this happens to Evan McPherson, I'm never coming on the show again.